Well, hello, Jeep owners, Jeep Wrangler owners, Jeep Gladiator owners. It's amazing how a change of management can change everything within a company. You know, for as much as we used to complain about how Chrysler did things, I kind of miss them now. In fact, I miss them very much. Heck, I even miss Daimler Chrysler. Because between what Fiat has done and now Stellantis, I feel like they are pushing us out the door. When I bought my first Wrangler, two-door Wrangler, the 88 Islander, YJ, the old square headlights one, it was a simple vehicle. It was kind of like the American version of the Volkswagen Beetle. Something that everyone could afford, that was compact, maneuverable, but was fun to drive in the summer and could get you through any bad snow day and through any off-road experience. When I bought mine, it was simple. It was a 6-cylinder straight manual transmission, and the only option I had on that thing, because I bought it very used, was the AM/FM cassette radio. The only other thing I had on it was someone put some aftermarket fog lights on it. That was it. There was no AC, no cruise control. It was simple, and it worked. This is going back to the days where AMC had them. When I bought my second one in 2001, I traded my YJ in. Again, simple design. I paid $3,500 for a very used YJ. I paid with tax about $22,000 for my sport TJ model, solo yellow, black soft top. And again, I simplified everything. I bought it pretty much a la carte. Again, straight line 6, manual transmission. I only had 5 options I paid for. Actually, 6. Only 3 of them were electronic. Your AC, my cruise control, and my fog lights. That was it. The other 3 options, a full-size spare tire. Yes, you had to pay for that back then. Tinted soft-top windows, because they bought the soft-top only. And running boards. Again, simple vehicle. Owned it for 22 and a half years. Not a problem with it. All I did was maintenance. Now, again, and when I bought my Gladiator back in October, I went basic, sport model. Nothing in it. The only options it had was the hitch and the spray and bed liner and the tonneau cover. All from the manufacturer. That was it. Manual transmission, 6-cylinder engine. Simplified the way it used to be. But my goodness, Jeep sales have decreased about 35% in the last 5 years because prices have gone up 61% in the last 5 years. In 2019, the average price of a Wrangler and Gladiator was about $34,600. Right now, the average price is $59,700, I think. And I'm sorry. As much as I love the Wrangler, as much as I love the Gladiator, it is just too much money. For the price you pay for a mid-size Gladiator, you could buy a full-size truck. Sorry, that's it. Stellantis is trying to make these things into luxury vehicles. I feel like they're trying to compete with Land Rover, Range Rover. Alright, back in the day, Land Rover was a big-time off-road simplified utility vehicle. Now it's luxury, expensive junk, very expensive junk. And I don't know why Stellantis is going down this route, Because most Wrangler and Gladiator buyers are repeat buyers. It's been like that since I bought my first Jeep back in 95. Well, if you're going to shit all over your base and price them out when it's a niche vehicle to begin with, and it is a niche vehicle, don't cry about you being 35% behind sales. Even with a deep discount of 15%, which I have never seen before on anything from Jeep, at least the Wrangler Gladiator. You take 50% off 59,000. I mean, that's about 60. That's about 9,000. You're still paying over $50,000 on your average priced Wrangler Gladiator. That is too much for a utility vehicle and a pickup truck that was to be deemed a niche off-road vehicle for the common person. And I tell you right now, you could put 20-25%. I mean, it is still smarter to buy a full-size pickup truck, I don't care what company, than to buy a Gladiator. It's actually still smart enough to buy a regular SUV over a four-door Wrangler also. Especially if you get one with an automatic and a hardtop, because, listen, I understand why people buy the automatic and a hardtop. I get it. I'm a soft top guy. I like to take the top down. But for the average family, I do get it. I get where you're coming from. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you're better off going out buying a 4Runner probably. Or a Highlander with a panoramic roof. It'll be cheaper. Now, for enthusiasts like me, I'm going to find a way to have a Wrangler or a Gladiator. But for me, the job is much easier because, one, I drive stick shift. I love stick shift. And where the bargains are on the market for the Wranglers and the Gladiators, if you could drive stick shift, you can get a good deal. New or used, especially used. I've been keeping a close eye, and right now, I just saw a Gladiator, 2021 Gladiator Mojave. With about 30,000 miles, it's going for still almost $40,000. If you get one on a stick, the price drops down to about, I've seen them go as low as 32 to 34. Right? So that's a lot of money right there. But still, you're getting a car with about 30, 50,000 miles on it. I bought my sport model with only 10,000 miles for $34,000. Yes, it's a plain Jane, but I'll have less trouble than the other people who bought all that electronic junk. Listen, I'm telling you, unless you are a diehard off-roader and you are a diehard rock climber, then I wouldn't bother getting a Rubicon. I'm not hating on the Rubicon. I love the Rubicon. It is one badass vehicle, kind of like the Ford Raptor. But unless you're going to use that, put it to good use, I would buy a basic sport model. Or go for the Mojave model, which is basically a lot better over-road than the Rubicon will. Even then, if you want the prices to go down on these vehicles, there's only one or two ways to do it. One, stop buying them, which I don't want to do. Or two, everyone go out and mass order a sport model from the factory, plain Jane. And maybe they'll get the point. But a 61% increase in 5 years is unbelievable. How do you go from 34.4 to 59.6 or 59.6, whatever I said? But somehow, the difference is the Wrangler has a bigger diehard following because it's been around a lot longer. It has been. Whether it's a 2-door, which I still love the best, by the way, or the 4-door. And for the 4-door, the families always wanted one but couldn't have one because only 2-door. It gave an option. Even with the hard top, you can still take the panels off and throw them in the back or leave them home. Or we have a soft top. It's a little time consuming like the 2-door, but it's to me it's very doable. I'm used to it though. But I guess people who look at the Gladiator say, well, listen, I only have one engine choice now. The vehicle hasn't changed since 2019. I'll go out and I'll buy a Colorado or Tacoma or a Ranger that's done a major redesign, even a Frontier. Or I'll go out and I'll buy a base full-size pickup truck and have more use and have more towing power. Because right now, the only thing you get with a Gladiator, which is important to me, is one, you get a soft top, a convertible truck, which I want, and that rugged look, which is important to me. And it's only 1 or 2 trucks in the market, that in the Tacoma, with a stick shift. Comments down below. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. Do you think these prices are worth it? Would you go out and buy one? I mean, I just bought one. It was my retirement gift to myself. I wanted to buy a brand new one. I so badly wanted to buy a brand new one. The discount. But I couldn't find one that was basic with a manual transmission. And when I did, because of the recall on the clutch, they wouldn't sell it to you. They didn't know what they were going to do. My old yellow one was no good no more, so I just said, I'll just go find one use, and that's what I did. And it worked out good for me. I got one. I paid a lot less. I paid cash for it. And I got the color I wanted. I wanted something different. I ended up getting Snazberry. Most of the plain ones I saw were in black, which I am not a fan of. All that army green, which I like, but not enough to buy it. And the red one I did see I wanted was snatched before my eyes, so I'm good. I like what I have. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. God bless you all.